Hey, what's up? This is Munya Chawawa. I'm currently kicking it with heat, and this is Outside the Box. You know, I grew up in a really tiny village called Framingham Pigger. Everyone had the same clothes. So I remember one time I saved up for this really chunky pair of, I think they were called DCs. Right, they were like skater shoes. Listen, I never skated in my life. The closest I got to skateboarding was freaking a pogo stick. So anyway, I saved up for these shoes and I bought them, and I remember thinking, this is the first day of the rest of my life. And I walked out in Norwich and I saw the same pair of shoes about 6 times in 1 minute. So my fashion sense, I started being sort of desperate to sort of stand out. And for me, that was through colour. So I remember I did go to visit my grandparents in Derby, and there was this market where they did knockoff brands, right? We've all been there in the struggle era. Hello, darkness, my old... I would be buying Stone Island hoodies for like £20, gold Air Max for like a tenner, and I was in heaven because whenever I went back to Norwich, no one had that stuff. Given I'm not buying fakes anymore, but anything with colour in, it's just, that's what attracts me. When we got to sixth form and you could wear your own clothes, I used to wear this bright yellow super dry jacket. Cool, play it cool on the bottom half, yeah? Black trains, white trainers. No, I wore freaking yellow Reebok trainers on the bottom half. So literally, I'd be walking through school and year 7s would be walking in a line across me because I thought I was a lollipop lady. Oh, I'll just say, don't get a mohawk, man. It's not even worth the emotional trauma. Well, you see now, I've said that now. Everyone's gonna pause the video and go and find the picture of the mohawk. And go, bloody hell, I wish I hadn't seen that. But you know what? Footballers used to do it. I was not good at football, so maybe I shouldn't have. I think a lot of people would be shocked to find that I'm quite an introvert. I don't really like to socialise too much. I have maybe 5 friends, not to brag, and they've been my friends for a very long time. When I'm around then, I'll be just so free and silly and stuff like that. But like at parties and stuff like that, I really like to just keep in my own quiet little corner. Also, I didn't know this until very recently, but I ask very weird questions. You know when you meet someone and you have small talk like, how are you? What have you been up to? No one cares about that. Let's just be real. No one cares. So I'll jump straight in and I'll be like, look, are you keeping your ketchup in the fridge or in the cupboard? Because that matters to me. I can tell what kind of person you are. If you're the kind of person who keeps your ketchup in the cupboard and doesn't shake it before they use it, you need help. Anyway, I'm gonna tell you what I do, and if you don't like it, you can come and see me one-on-one arm wrestle in the street. Mash, broccoli, thighs, 4, lemon and herb, peronaise, grilled pineapple. The meal arrives, that is not controversial. You take a bit of mash, you take a bit of thigh, you take a bit of pineapple, you take a bit of broccoli, make it into like a little popsicle of meat. That sounds horrible. And then you dip it in the sauce, bang.
Sauce, ketchup?
No, peronaise, not a monster.
I'm not sure if I agree with pineapple.
Okay, well, you know what? I didn't think I was gonna be judged here. I thought this was a safe space, but you know, fine. But the reason I don't have anything higher than lemon and herb is because I've got a very sensitive stomach, right? I realised that if I have anything other than lemon and herb, my stomach cannot hold itself together. And once I was on a podcast and I had medium the night before and all hell was breaking loose, I could feel. And what I had to say to the lady is I had to say, oh man, I'm so sorry about this, a sofa is being delivered. Which in some ways it was. No one's ever gonna argue with a sofa being delivered, are they? Because number one, we all know how faffy it is trying to get a sofa up the stairs. You know, when they say they're gonna deliver a sofa, you never know when it's gonna be. You get a text from DFS, they're like, oh, your sofa's gonna be delivered between 10 o'clock today and 2033. So it's like, cool, it's a perfect excuse. You know, I'm very proud to have created Unknown P. You know, you always want a character that transcends culture and reaches different people and stuff, which I know the character did because, you know, in the first couple of weeks of doing it, I was sent a picture of somebody had basically drawn Unknown P lyrics onto an iPad in John Lewis. You could win a BAFTA or you could have someone drawing your lyrics in John Lewis. So that was pretty cool. I went to Thailand and I needed to pee. Everyone's done a Siwi. Okay, we all know what a Siwi is. Anyway, I was in Thailand doing a Siwi and I thought, this is my moment of peace. I'm in Thailand, no one's gonna disturb me. And a group of people start to wade over to me to talk about Unknown P. So I know that I'm peeing at this time and I can't stop it and they're walking over to me. Anyway, we had the conversation and they said they appreciated Unknown P and that could have meant many things in that moment. But at that time I knew, wow, okay, this has gone bigger than I could have. When I made this character in my bedroom, I didn't realise it could have gone this far. When people ask me about Unknown P, I just think in terms of the lifespan of a character, it worked perfectly. Create the character at home, gained traction online, did a fire in the booth, a daily duppy, signed a record deal, dropped 2 singles, and look, I could bring him back if I liked, but if I wanted to stop the character today, that's like a 360 revolution of one tiny idea in my head, and that is just a creator's dream. I worked in a shoe shop, right? So literally having to flick people's bunions off before putting some sketches on them. Retail is crazy because they used to do this thing where you had to hit this 100-point checklist. And if you got 101%, which is where your service was exceptional, you'd get this silver star. And I remember thinking this silver star was like a freaking Rolex. I was like, I need that silver star. And you had to get 5 back-to-back 101% reviews. And I got 2 silver stars, baby. So when you ask me what my biggest flex is, you're looking at Mr. 2 silver stars, shoe service satisfaction. If I wasn't doing it, good question. I'd be a writer. I'll write jokes for the people. Or I'd work in a mirror factory. I can really see myself doing that job. Cool, I've got a tour in October. And what's really exciting about that is some gigs I'm gonna do in the build-up. I'm trying to do 100 gigs in the build-up. I'm saying 80, I think it's probably gonna be 100 before I even do my first tour date. Some of them are going to be amazing. Some of them aren't going to be very good. Some of them will be decent. And I know online there's a culture of being like, yo, I went to see Munya Chawawa and he was not funny on TikTok, right? But that's all part of it. And I'm quite happy to be doing that in front of people because it's like, that's the beauty of trying something new. You try it, you suck at it for a bit, then you get good. In the next 10 years, if I could do one show at the O2, I know in my mind it's going to be more. You can come back and watch this video and smash the like button because you will have seen that it was manifested here. But yeah, it's looking like a sold out tour in October, which I'm super pumped for. And then, a little bit more acting. I'm doing some cool writing stuff, I think, which hopefully will turn into some cool stuff. As a comedian, you're always writing full stop, and your hope is that one of those things will get picked up. So I have no doubt that will happen. And then, of course, more fashion stuff would be really cool as well. Get me one of those giant bin bags and fling me down the runway. I'm ready. We need more 5'7" representation. 5'7" massive eyebrows, Zimbabweans, where are they? They're right here. They're right here. Guys, make sure you like, comment and subscribe. And also, let's settle this debate once and for all. Are you the kind of maniac who puts your ketchup in the cupboard when it's half used? Or are you sensible in the head and you actually put it in the fridge? Bonus point if you shake it before use. If you do not shake your ketchup and you take it out of the cupboard, come and see me for a private one-on-one conversation with my fist.